Share your talent. Upload with BBC Radio Scotland.
My favourite part of the week, so it is, with uploads, and you know what that music means. It means that we are showcasing content from our lovely, talented audience, and our uploads. Queen Anna Valanda is here with me in Glasgow today. Hello, Anna, again.
Hello again. Yes, lovely to be here face to face with you. And I've brought someone with me. I brought a plus one. Hope that's okay.
I'm all over this. Usually I'm in the studio on my own, and today I've got like proper pals in with me. It's lovely.
I've brought a friend. I'm here with comedian Matthew Hayhow. Welcome to the afternoon show.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a bit about yourself, Matthew.
Okay, I'm Matthew. I'm 29. I'm, I guess, a stand-up comedian. I did my first show last August, and I've just been kind of just doing, shows since then.
Gosh, because I know a lot of people who are funny, and Michelle, you've crossed this line as well of being like, I'm going to actually stand up on stage and tell jokes. That must have just been such a terrifying leap to make.
It was, yeah, and it still is. It kind of hasn't. I would hope it would have got better by now, but no, I still do get nervous. It's quite a scary thing, yeah. So
what made you want to sort of pursue comedy? Were you a comedy fan growing up?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a comedy fan. I guess everyone likes comedy to some extent, but like as a teenager, I got into like Richard Pryor and, Bill Hicks and George Carlin and stuff. But the way I got into it really is I have a friend called Alan, who's a comedian. Shout out to Alan J. And I would go to shows to like support him, and I'd go to open mics and stuff. And I just thought like maybe I could do this myself. And he encouraged me. And yeah, the first time I did it, it went well. Yeah.
Here you are now.
Yeah, I guess.
That's amazing. What sort of stuff are you covering in your comedy?
Well, I talk about my disability a lot. Like I'm a power chair user. So yeah, there's a lot of that. I talk about like sex and sexuality a lot as well, and like my dating and like my relationship, and so yeah, quite personal stuff, really.
Yeah, very confessional.
But I think you have to be like, I think my favourite thing, so I've never done what you've done, Matthew, is like I do like scripted like storytelling and stuff like that. But I actually think comedy is really powerful in that sense that you can go up and you can make people laugh, but by talking about things that are very personal to you. And do you get people coming up to you at the end of your shows and wanting to chat to you more and just to tell you how much they've enjoyed what you've done and what you spoke about?
Yeah, I suppose so. Like I'm talking about like, it's maybe stuff that they've never like heard of before. Like not just like disability, but like kind of deeper cuts of disability. You know what I mean? Stuff that they might not know about. So yeah, I think it does.
And giving you permission to laugh, I think, as well, because a lot of people will not. A lot of people may be slightly uneasy at what they can or what they think they should be able to laugh at.
Yeah, I'm very like aware of that, but I try to make it that people feel comfortable to laugh.
Well, let's have a listen now to a wee clip of you in action. Here's Matthew Hayhow.
Because of the limitations of radio, I need to explain what I look like for these jokes to work. Maybe one day they'll invent radio where you can see pictures at the same time, making this format obsolete. But as far as I know, no such thing exists, so I'll just describe my appearance. My name is Matthew. I'm 29. I'm a power chair user. I have long black hair and a beard. Some people say I look like Keanu Reeves. I don't see it. Maybe I look like Keanu Reeves if he missed that jump in The Matrix and somehow landed on his legs and his face. People often ask me why I'm disabled, as if it's a lifestyle choice like the paleo diet, and I'm just trying out not having legs that work to improve my cholesterol levels or something. It's a weird question, but I've been asked so often that I've started making up answers. If someone asks me why I'm disabled, sometimes I tell people that God knew that if I wasn't, I would have become a male stripper. Sometimes I tell people that the stork that delivered me worked for Yodel, and my parents found me like this in their neighbor's recycling bin. But my favorite thing to reply is, have you ever seen adverts for the muscular dystrophy lottery? Well, don't enter. This is what happens when you win. I've been on a lot of dates. Dating while disabled is like playing Tinder on hard mode. I would get unmatched a lot as soon as the person I was speaking to realized I was disabled, which seems harsh. But thinking about it, I once unmatched a girl because she said her favorite TV show was The Office. Am I really any better because I don't want to be the Jim to someone's Pam? If you don't want to date me because I struggle to open a packet of Quavers, I can't really judge you. Okay, thank you for listening, and I hope you've enjoyed this opportunity to laugh at someone in a wheelchair.
That was terrific. Thank you so much, Matthew Hayhow, for sharing that with us. I mean, I love there doesn't seem to be a sort of a topic that's off limits for you. You're just kind of like right into the darkness of life. It's quite like a, yeah. Is that do you enjoy that feeling of kind of like discomfort and then comedy and the intersection between the two?
Yeah, I think a lot of comedians kind of chase like discomfort. I guess just like you don't just get the laugh, but you get like an extra kind of like either a nervous laugh or like a cathartic laugh because, you know, you're talking about something that you might not be able to discuss in polite conversation or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. It gives you a bit of a license, doesn't it, to just kind of talk about things that might otherwise be a bit like uncomfortable to talk about.
Yeah, especially like if you're disabled, like there's a lot of like other stuff you're not aware of or stuff that, you know, people maybe, I don't know, are uncomfortable hearing about, but that's really like fertile ground for making jokes, I would think.
I want to know, Matthew, how you find the comedy world in Scotland and that kind of community. I mean, because it's a hard thing, I think, to break into, right? And you have to be a certain kind of person that's willing to put yourself up on those kind of red raw nights and those kind of open mic nights. But how do you find other comedians on the circuit? Is it quite a supportive group?
It's a very supportive group. Yeah, everyone's been, very nice to me. Like the only like barrier really is just like physical barrier. Like there's
the venues itself.
Yeah, like you mentioned Red Raw, but like I can't get in.
Is it because they stand down the West End? Yeah, because I don't think they do have an access to get in.
No, they don't.
Is that something we're going to address with them? The stand are going to love me on here for absolutely outing them. But, you know, is that something, are they aware of that? Are they looking at it?
I don't know. I've never even spoken to them.
Well, I've got Telt and Skelton on this show now. I'll be barred for the stand now for bringing it up as well. But I wondered that, but, you know, just in terms of, you know, the community itself physically. But yeah, you're right. So the only barrier for you really is sometimes the venues just aren't accessible. Yeah,
the physical barriers. I mean, we were talking to a wheelchair user who's a poet the other week, and he was saying like the open mic nights and stuff that he would want to go to, and because they're always like, you know, low down on a venue's priority list, they put them in the wee kind of basement room down at the bottom of a flight of stairs, and they're not thinking about access. And it means that sometimes if you're an up and coming artist in the world of poetry or in the world of comedy, access is a real issue because they tend to be in these kind of like in the back end of nowhere type venues.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly my experience.
Yeah. Well, what's the big plan for you then, Matthew? What's your dreams for comedy? Are you hoping to take this further?
I mean, I'm open to it. Yeah, ideally. I mean, I don't really like set huge goals for myself. I just kind of like, I just want to keep, you know, writing material and working on it in front of audiences and maybe like have enough a show or something. A film, a special or something. Yeah,
I mean, it's a big leap, isn't it, from like doing short slots to having a full hour. That's Yeah, absolutely. But you just get there by you just keep doing it and you just keep writing, and you'll just eventually you'll have enough material for it. Yeah.
And how can we find out more if people are listening online and they want to find out more about your comedy? Are you all across social media platforms and stuff?
I actually don't have Instagram, but I have Twitter. My name's Machu, Machoo. And I've just started uploading on YouTube as well. If you search my name,
I admire a person that's not on across all the social media. By the way, people are listening terrified, going, "You're not on Instagram. How can you find out about yourself if you're not on all across social media platforms? But you're on Twitter anyway."
Yeah.
Check
I use
you
that
out.
a lot. Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Thank you so much for joining us today, Matthew. And as always, Michelle, we're looking for more uploads, aren't we?
Absolutely.
So if you've got poetry or comedy like Matthew or music or anything that you'd like to share, or you know someone else that does, the address is bbc.co.uk/upload.